What is up, YouTubers? You're watching Polly C live again on Carpet Cleaning Guys Vlogs. We are doing a same-day service. This one was scheduled in between two jobs since we are leaving one town and our next appointment is a lockbox situation. And this town is a town called Indianola. It was in between the two jobs. So I said, sure. The lady who booked the work had already cleaned out the garage, so there was space in the garage. We were able to put down some tarps and get busy. The fringes are a little tattered and torn, as you'll see. They're not tucked underneath. They're just kind of torn off with wear. No big deal. This appears to be a full loom, so those fringes look like they go all the way through. They're not stitched on the ends there. Like I said, this is an expensive wool area rug. So after we do the back or underside, we'll flip it over and we'll get the top side of the fringe. The way that I typically do this is I'll fold the entire carpet in half and vacuum both directions on the back side, and then pull the other half all the way to the half point, and then a little further past that area so that we get the middle where the fold was. We'll vacuum both directions on the back. I leave the beater bar on the Hoover Hush-Tone vacuum. That kind of beats the dust and dirt into the surface of the carpet. And then we've already pre-vacuumed both directions on the surface. Here we're just going through, getting the moisture out of the fringes. What I do is use the Lithium Powered Works sprayer. It's almost like a pressure washer, except for it's only doing, I think, about 60 PSI. And we'll take the solution and spray down those fringes. And then we will sometimes use a brush if they're real bad. I have a Rug Renovator grooming brush you may have seen in previous videos. We'll brush them, or I could use a hand brush, either way. Then we'll suck it up here with the carpet wand. Leave them in a flat position so they dry out nicely. The solution that I have mixed in the jug there is 2 ounces of Green Dragon per gallon of water and a ½ ounce of Simply Citrus, which is a D-limonene orange oil cleaner. Everything is wool safe and safe for me as well. Get my cord out of the way. We're going to take the red buffing pad there, 3M pad, and we're going to go all the way around the perimeter there and get that edge real good. Doesn't matter if you get the fringes again, because we're going to do the final pre-grooming with the carpet wand, and so we'll suck those edges back straight again. Obviously I sped this up. We're not working this fast. We're just pre-scrubbing or emulsifying the soil here, getting it worked into the fibers. This wool carpet is really, really dense, and it was rolled up and put in some sort of box in the garage. So she's getting it ready to bring into the home. Definitely going to take a few hours with a fan on it to dry just because of how thick it is. The Green Dragon is going to be great for it because it's going to dry down to a brittle crystal, any of the product that's left. So as a benefit, there will be no residue left in the carpet. And if there is, it dries down to a brittle crystal and will be vacuumed away. Now we're using the Iron Man. The Iron Man is a 100% cotton pad. We're going to remove the dirt and soil with that pad, just taking our time. Again, I think I sped this up about 3 or 4 times regular speed. So if I had left it in the regular speed, obviously he's going very slow. Now, if there was any resistance on the machine with a cotton pad, Then I would put on what's called a two-way pad. It looks almost identical to the Ironman pad, but it's a polyester pad and it spins a lot more freely. But we didn't get any hesitation or friction resistance from this. And obviously no shedding on there, which is fantastic. I think sometimes using a red pad or a white pad to pre-scrub the solution in helps if there was any loose fibers. You know, wool is notorious for shedding. It'll pull that up into the fiber pad so you don't get a whole bunch of shedding all around the area that you're working. So going up and back, we're going to do both sides, A and B, with this pad. And then we're going to do an additional pad, which I believe this might be the second pad. We'll see here in a minute. Yes, I believe it is. And then I'll have him flip it over. You can see there's more soil. We'll use the B side on the second pad just to go one more time around the perimeter. That's where a lot of the soil kind of shows up. All right. So we will look at that pad, but first of all, here's the two items in case you're interested: Green Dragon and the Simply Citrus. I'll put a link in the description where I get all my stuff. Look at those pads. Where does the dirt go? Oh, yeah. Looking beautiful. Now we'll do the final grooming. And I was quite surprised. I may start using the wand and extract when I do these really dense wool carpets, because at the very end, I was going to show you the dump. But we failed to film that. But when I dumped it, I probably had, I would say easily 2 inches of dirty water that came up into the vacuum. And we dumped that out in the rocks. But I know there was a lot of solution that was used on the fringes. I kind of power spray those real good, but definitely not 2 inches. So what that tells me is there was definitely some moisture left in the carpet, which would have been okay since we're using the Green Dragon encapsulant. That solution would dry down to a brittle crystal and anything that's adhered to it would be vacuumed away. But this definitely was a simple, easy added feature. We'll get things put away. Simple stop in between 2 jobs. This kind of was an extra bonus on our day. Like I said, it was a same-day call. Not too many guys can get out and do same-day service. We were in the area, and it just worked out perfect for scheduling. As that dries, those colors are going to start to really pop. Very, very nice. It's not a bad day. It's always humid in the Pacific North up here in Washington, and humidity can make it take a little while to dry. That was me, of course, fumbling and dropping the camera or the cell phone. But anyway, I'll put the fan on it and it'll draw cool air from the other door on the other side. I'll show you that in a minute. Blow it right out the front. You do not want to put heat on. Heat in high humidity is not going to dry carpet. It's going to keep moisture in the air. And the only thing that really dries carpet in humidity is air conditioning and air movement. So there's the airflow. No need for air conditioning. And in a couple hours, I advise her to go ahead and shut the doors. Should be fine. She wants to put a dehumidifier in for the remaining or overnight, which won't hurt anything. So there you go. Bonus video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day.